337 today. We're talking about Spencer Knight and his contract extension that he got today. 3 years, just north of 5.8 AAV per year. Very reasonable deal. So that locks up yet another player within their young core that they have there in Chicago. And obviously, the big one left is Connor Bedard. You have to get him extended. I don't know how much it's going to be for him. Probably 9, 10 million, maybe more. I don't know. I would imagine it's going to be north of 10 million. We'll see. But I just think that having a lot of those guys locked up now is obviously really important and somewhat longer term as well. So we saw that with Frank Nazar. We've seen it now with Spencer Knight. And I believe the next one's going to be, and hopefully, is Connor Bedard, ideally early on in the regular season. And we'll just see what happens there and how the whole situation plays out. But obviously, a really good goaltender. He's turned into a really skilled goaltender. Has gotten more playing time in Chicago compared to what he was and what he's potentially going to become in Florida. And I think it just made sense for him to move on from Florida, given that they have Bobrovsky there. He's probably still going to be their starter for quite a bit of time there. So it made sense that they can have Spencer Knight, move him, and now he's Chicago's starter and looks like he could be a number one goaltender for the long term. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything plays out there. Certainly has shown potential. He's shown upside. He's shown a lot of good technical qualities within his game. He's shown really good composure in a starting role. Obviously, his goals against average and some of his numbers were kind of deflated a little bit when he got to Chicago, given that it's Florida versus Chicago, two very, very different teams. But I'm not as concerned about the numbers. I'm just more concerned about what he's going to be. And from what I've seen, what I've watched of him, and somewhat larger sample size, I believe he has the potential to still be a number one. And he's a really good goaltender, very calm in the net, very calm in his RVH, and just does a really good job transitioning from butterfly to stand up and same thing simultaneously. Really good at being able to control that blocker side. He's really good there and just does a lot of good, really good rotation within his wrist to be able to turn pucks away, steer pucks away from dangerous areas on that blocker side. I think there's just a lot of technical qualities and a lot of unique qualities within his game that are going to translate effectively. And you don't normally say this about goaltenders, but he's actually a fun goalie to watch because he plays the game very compact and he plays the game like a number one goaltender should. Given that he's also young, it makes him more exciting to watch too. So I think there's a lot of potential with him long term. I'm curious to see what he's going to be, but there's a lot to like there and a lot of qualities that he brings that can allow him to blossom as a number one goaltender for a very, very long time in Chicago as well.